Hi everyone, Monisha here. In this video, I'll be starting a new chapter in physics, that is sustainable management of natural resources. And in this video, I will be completing the introductory part and the main question that we have to ask ourselves, that is why do we need to manage our natural resources? So these are the topics I'm going to cover in this video. I hope you will be watching this video till the end. Let us start the session. What is sustainable development of the whole world? Not only our whole country, the whole planet. If we consider people, then the sustainable development will be end poverty and hunger in all forms and ensure dignity and equality. Sustainable development of prosperity is ensure prosperous and fulfilling lives in harmony with nature. Sustainable development in peace foster peaceful, just and inclusive societies. Partnership implement the agenda through a solid global partnership. And about our own planet, protect our planet's natural resources and climate for future generations. Living in harmony with nature is not new to us. Sustainable living has always been an integral part of India's tradition and culture. It has been integrated with our long-lasting traditions and practices, customs, art and crafts, festivals, food, beliefs, rituals, and folklore. There is a famous saying of Ed Begley Jr. That is, when we destroy something created by man, we call it vandalism. But when we destroy something which is created by nature, we call it progress. It is called as the irony of life. Ingrained within us is the philosophy that the entire natural world be in harmony, which is reflected in famous phrase in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that means the entire earth is one family. The phrase is mentioned in Maha Upanishad, that is probably a part of ancient Indian text Atharva Veda. Let us know about a brief meaning of what is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is a philosophy which inculcates an understanding that the whole world is one family. The concept of this Sanskrit verse originated from Maha Upanishad and later influenced many Hindu scriptures. This phrase was also found in the Vedic text of Hitopadesha as a shloka which states that this is my own and that a stranger is reasoning of the narrow-minded. For the noble hearts, however, the entire earth is but a family. The short verse consists of three Sanskrit words, Vasudha, Eva, and Kutumbakam, which respectively means earth or world indeed is a family. It is believed that the whole philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is an integral part of major Hindu philosophies. The scholars have credited this verse as the noblest thought in Vedantic literature. Sustainable development. Every nation is talking about it, but what do those two words really mean? Let's take a couple of minutes to understand what sustainable development is all about. The idea first emerged in late 1980s as the response to the world's growing social and environmental problems. With globalization, the inequality gap between rich and poor countries is widening every day, and the projection of population growth are alarming. How we are going to feed a total of 9 billion people in 2050? How can we offer everyone access to clean drinking water, healthcare, education? How can we protect biodiversity and take concrete action against climate change? How can we make sure the industrial development means progress for everyone? The proposed solution was a new kind of development, or rather a variation of the traditional model called sustainable development. The term officially defined in 1987 as a part of preparation to the Real Earth Summit. Sustainable development means development that meets the need of a present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. Sustainable development means the growth must be accomplished with respect to the nature and humankind. And where is sustainability achieved? Right here at the crossroads of economic goals, social responsibilities and environmental protection. Now, are you wondering whether a company can combine respect the environment, social equality and commercial success? Well, the answer is yes. Not only that, but sustainable development creates value. Sustainable development affects just about everything. More and more companies today understand that they have important economic, social, and environmental responsibilities and are committed to make a difference. So, this is the meaning of sustainable development. Ganga Action Plan. Now, I am going to tell you about Ganga Action Plan. Before beginning with Ganga Action Plan, I would like to tell you briefly about our own river Ganga. The pollution of Ganga is increasing in alarming rate and watch the need for Ganga Action Plan. Ganga is the largest river in India which now poses a significant threat to the human health and a larger environment. The river provides water to about 40% of India's population across 11 states, serving an estimated population of 500 million people, which is more than any other river in the world. Pollution of the Ganges. Today, Ganga is considered to be the sixth most polluted river in the world. A number of initiatives have been undertaken to clean the river but failed to deliver as desired results. After getting elected, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi affirmed to work in cleaning the river and controlling pollution. Besides water pollution, air and land pollution along the banks of Ganga is also responsible for contamination. Causes of pollution in Ganga River. Human waste is the major waste which is dumping in River Ganga. Next is religious traditions. Religious tradition also includes cremation of dead body. Next is industrial waste. Almost from all the small scale and big scale industries, the waste of the industries are dumped into River Ganga. And last is municipal waste. A large amount of municipal waste also comes and dumped into Ganga River. So these are the main cause of pollution in Ganga River. Ill effects by polluted Ganga River. First one is increase of mercury in fishes. The second one is Ganga River's dolphin is listed as endangered species. Because of large amount of waste, the dolphin has been killed day by day. Ganges soft shell turtle species are vulnerable. Next is presence of excessive coliform bacteria, that is called as E. coli, which is excessive and which causes the water pollution in excess and we can't drink or use for bathing. That much polluted the Ganga River has become. Ganga Action Plan as a cleanup effort. The Ganges Action Plan GAP was launched by Rajiv Gandhi, former Prime Minister of India, on June 1986. GAP covered 25 class 1 town, 6 in Uttar Pradesh, 4 in Bihar and 15 in West Bengal. Rupees 862.59 crores were spent. The GAP was the first river action plan launched in India and was taken by the Ministry of Environment and Forest in 1985. Objectives of Ganga Action Plan. The main objectives were to improve water quality by interception, diversion and treatment of domestic sewage, to prevent toxic and industrial chemical waste from identified polluting units from entering the river. Other objectives. Control of non-point pollution from agricultural runoff, human defecation, cattle wallowing and disposal of human remains in the river. These are the main cause of pollution in Ganga River. Research and development to conserve the biotic diversity of the river to augment its productivity. The smooth-coated otter is one of the many threatened species in Ganga. Massir in Ram Ganga River. and planktonist or river Ganga dolphin. These are the most endangered species in Ganga river. Development of sewage treatment technology such as upflow anaerobic sludge USAB and sewage treatment through afforestation. Rehabilitation of soft-shell turtles for pollution abatement. These are the measures which are taken to make the Ganga a good and pure one. Resource recovery options such as methane production for energy generation and aquaculture for revenue generation. To act as a trendsetter for taking up similar action plans in grossly populated stretches in other rivers. The ultimate objective of the GAP is to have an approach of integrated river basin management considering the various dynamic interactions between abiotic and biotic ecosystem. Ganga Action Plan Phase 1 and Phase 2. In Phase 1, Rs 350 crore, 35% of the sewage generated was tackled. Biochemical oxygen demand came down from 12 mg to 4 mg. Only 35 STPs built. In Phase 2, Rs 1498.66 crore project, 60% of the sewage generated was tackled. Biochemical oxygen demand, that is BOD, remains static and 63 STPs built. So these are the improvements taken place by Ganga Action Plan. This is one of the picture to say how the people are helping to improve the quality of Ganga river. These are the references taken for this video. Let us move on to the most important topic of this session, that is managing waste. Waste management has done by using 5 R's technique. So what are these 5 R's? Before knowing that, we need to answer a question for ourselves. Where do we want to live? In the right side of the picture or the left side? Both are created by human beings itself. Nobody wants to live in a world full of waste. But what is a waste? When a material can no longer be used after it has served its purpose, is considered as waste. A material which is no more used. Every day, 3 crore 50 lakh kilos of garbage or solid waste are dumped in our nation. And there is no proper management or technique to recycle or reuse these waste material. For doing this, we need to know the 5 important R's. And what are those 5 important R's? Refuse, reduce, recycle, repurpose and reuse. Let us know in detail about each one of these. Refuse. Refuse means replace or don't purchase. Reduce means cut back if it is not used. Next is reuse. Reuse means using over and over again. Next is repurpose. Repurpose means reform or repair. Last one is recycle, means reuse materials as a resource. Let us know in detail about all these 5 things. But before that, we need to know why this 5R has been used. It reduces waste disposed of in landfills. It saves energy and natural resources. It creates livelihood by recyclable collection, wealth recovery, recovery of energy, compost, biogas, etc. and clean environment. By that, we will get less disease. The first one is refuse. We know the famous quote of our Mahatma Gandhiji. That is, there is enough for everybody's need, but not for greed. So refuse to buy or accept products that can harm you and the environment. Don't buy products with unnecessary packaging. Refuse to use polythene bag, use paper bags instead. So just deciding not to spend $100 on stuff can save 100 kg of greenhouse gas pollution. So what is refuse? This means to say no to the things people offer to you that you don't need. That is, by refusing to buy products that can harm you and the environment, and say no to single-use plastic carry bags. So this is the main concept of refuse. Next one is reduce. This means that you use very less amount. You save electricity by switching off unnecessary lights and fans. You save water by repairing leaky pipes. And do not waste food. These all things come under reduce. So reduce simply means to lessen the amount of trash that will add to the environment. There are some ways to do this. First one is by rechargeable batteries instead of disposable batteries, so that we can recharge it and use it again and again without disposing. Buy products that have bigger packs. If we are buying something in bigger packs, we can use it for day longer. The smaller sachets will become a non-biodegradable waste like plastic sheets. So it will be like stuffing our earth surface with more plastic bags. Reduce your garbage by 50%. So wasting things will increases the garbage. So we should reduce garbage by 50%. So the things which come under reduce is think before purchasing, buy only necessities, buy durable products, avoid single-use items, use less energy consuming electronics. And one more thing to question ourselves, why wrap a pallet with 100 feet of stretch wrap if 80 feet will do the job? Let us move on to the next important thing, that is reuse. This is actually even better than recycling because the process of recycling uses some energy. In the reuse strategy, we simply use things again and again. Instead of throwing away used envelopes, we can reverse it and use it again. The plastic bottle in which you buy various food items like jam or pickle can be used for storing things in the kitchen. So reuse means to find other uses for materials that are already used. Like the jars of the jams can be used for the things to store in the kitchen. So the things which come under reuse is slowly replace any single-use item with reusable ones like reusable water bottles and mugs. Reuse packaging material like pallet, drums, bubble wrap or packaging peanuts. Reuse shipping containers like boxes, inserts, cartons. Reuse printer cartridges and have them refilled. Let us move on to the most important topic, that is repurpose. This means when a product can no more be used for the original purpose, think carefully and use it for some other useful purpose. For example, cracked crockery. Cracked crockery means cracked bowl or ceramic jar or cups with broken handles can be used to grow small plants or as a feeding vessel for birds or animals. So take something and use it for something else, such as repurpose scrap paper for taking notes, repurpose metal cans, buckets for creative plant containers, repurpose wood crates into benches or shelves, repurpose old tires into fences, and repurpose steel drum as compost bins. These are some of the examples for repurpose. Let's move on to the topic called recycling. This means that you collect plastic, paper, glass and metal items and recycle these materials to make required things instead of synthesizing or extracting fresh plastic, paper, glass or metal. In order to recycle, we first need to segregate our waste so that the material can be recycled is not dumped along with other waste. So recycle means creating a new product out of material that already served its purpose. For example, paper recycling. This is one of the paper recycling unit. The used paper is once again crushed and made into powder so that it is again used for some other useful purpose. For example, like paper bag, again a book and other materials can be used or made by using the recycled paper. One of the scientific facts says, did you know that recycling 2 aluminum cans saves enough energy to power a television? So in recycle, we learnt about breaks materials down into its main component and produces new products. Glass and beverage containers, aluminum and steel cans, newspaper, cardboard and magazine, plastic, white paper for business, nickel, cadmium and lead acid batteries. These are the things which can be used for recycling purpose. There are 2 more R's which is used for management purpose of waste. But in your syllabus, it has not been mentioned. In your syllabus, there are only 5 R's, but I will tell you 2 more R's which is also used for waste management. One is recover. Recovering energy that comes from the trash itself. Incineration means burning. Incineration technology is one way of generating energy from waste. It involves producing electricity by burning garbage in an incinerator, means a burner. By this, recovering waste also involves segregation. The garbage collected are segregated in the material recovery facility called as MRF. The collected garbage are sorted out according to the class and it is used for different purpose. So the things we learnt in recovery is energy recovery from waste, plastic to gasoline, anaerobic digestion of organic waste to produce biogas, or aerobic decomposition to make compost. Let us move on to the last topic, that is the 7th R, called as repair. Repair means to fix slightly broken things to a usable thing again, so that we don't have to discard and make it as a waste. These are the important things for waste management: refuse, reduce, reuse, repurpose, recycle. We are going to change the world and it starts with you. So thanks for listening, and we have to include in our life all these things. Let us move on to the topic which says, why do we need to manage natural resources for our betterment of the future? Let us learn about this now. Why do we need to manage our resources? Let us learn about how and why to protect our natural resources. Natural resources are very important for living things, humans, animals, and plants. And all these need natural resources in order to survive. This is why conservation is so important. Conservation is the protection of natural resources. So what happens if we don't conserve important things such as water and clean air? This can lead to scarcity. Scarcity is when there is not enough of something. Look at this dry land. There is not enough water to grow healthy plants due to water scarcity. This is also called drought. You can help prevent water scarcity by conserving water. Conservation also prevents pollution. So pollution makes our natural resources such as air and water dirty and unsafe to use. So this is the example for air and water pollution. We need energy such as natural gas and electricity to use things at our home. Television, stove and refrigerators need energy in order to work. Natural resources such as coal or gas are burned in order to produce energy. The smoke which spreads into the air are bad for the environment. Some energy companies uses solar power for energy from the sun instead, which is renewable. And some companies use wind power. Wind power can also be used to create electricity. You can save the energy by reducing the amount of electricity you use. The less energy we use, the less we need to produce. So how can we conserve natural resources? So here are few tips. Walk or ride your bicycle instead of riding car, bus or bike. Vehicle smoke causes pollution. Use less water. You can turn off water while you wash your hands or brush your teeth. Turn off things which uses electricity when you are not using them. Use sunlight instead of electric light. So together we can protect the earth and its resources through conservation. I hope this will change your thinking and you to conserve energy for better future and better generation. Thank you.